Hi YouTube family, welcome to my channel. Today I'm making pork chops with cream of mushroom and also lupulu in a pan. As you can see in the start of the video, we had our bok choy, chopped bok choy, and right here I have red onions and I'm gonna chop that up. Hope everyone is doing great out there. I really appreciate you all for joining me here. So we're just going to finely chop our red onions. You can also use yellow onions or white, whichever you prefer. Today I happen to have red onions in the house. So the last couple of days we've been making a couple of different pork chops. But today it's going to be pork chops with cream of mushroom. So we're done cutting up our red onions. We're going to move on to cutting our spring onions, or green onions to some people. Just finely chop that. I love the smell of green onions or spring onions. It's very aromatic. Okay, we're done cutting our spring onions. We're going to go ahead and cut mushrooms. And this mushrooms is going to be divided. It's going to be half into our pork chops and half into our lupulu in a pan. I love mushrooms. There's different kinds of mushrooms. I forgot what these were called, but it was in the container already chopped up. I'm just cutting it a little bit more fine. Okay, we're done cutting up our mushrooms here. Let's move on to chopping up our tomatoes. And our tomatoes is mainly for our lupulu. You can put some into the pork chops also, but it's mainly for the lupulu. Okay, This is our taro leaves that we're gonna make with our lupulu. We're gonna go ahead and cut off the stem. Because I'm making the lupulu in the pan, I'm not really organizing it by sizes. I'm just cutting off the stems and prepping it. And in this lupulu in the pan, we're going to chop up our stems too. So I'm not going to throw my stems away. I'm going to hang on to it. And it's actually pretty flavorful. It reminds me of green beans. But we're going to add the stems into our lupulu. Now, I have this corned beef. As you notice, it's great value. It's from Walmart. And I guess the product is from Brazil. We're going to go ahead and use this affordable corned beef. This is an affordable way of making lupulu. You don't have to always use the expensive cans. You know, those cans are starting to get very expensive. The Oxford corned beef and the Palm corned beef from New Zealand and Australia. But I would do that on special occasions. But just at home, lupulu at home, I'm just going to use this lupulu. I'm just going to use this corned beef from Brazil. It's very affordable. It's very tasty. Only $3.88. Now compare that to a same size $9 corned beef. So yeah, so we're using this corned beef, and boy, it's still very tasty, y'all. And I believe I have about 5 cans here, 5 or 6. Very easy to open. Look at that, very flavorful. It's not dry at all. Okay, you guys, this is my last can. And then we'll go ahead and get started. So as you can see, very simple to open with this key. It has actually a lot of flavor on this. It's cheap, but it still has a lot of flavor in this corned beef. Okay, so I'm just crushing it to break it down. Get it mixed together. We'll go ahead and add our tomatoes. Only half of our tomatoes. Add half of our onions. And the rest will be put in later. Using coconut milk, any brand is fine. Now, you guys, FYI, I have only 1 can of coconut left in my house. So we're going to improvise here. I'm going to add some mayonnaise, about a half a cup. And it's up to you how much you want to put in. And I'm going to add some half and half. Give that a good stir, mix, and I'm using my hands as you see. I'm gonna, looks like as I was mixing, I need another half a cup of mayo and another cup, a half a cup of half and half. So that's what you can do if you run out of coconut milk. Just go ahead and improvise and use what you have. Okay, and I'm mixing that together, making sure that the clumps are broken down. And it looks really good. Okay, here's my pan. We're gonna go ahead and organize and lay the taro leaves on it. As you can see, there's no real concept or way of putting it together. Just lay it in there. And this is going to be the bottom of our lu. Okay, and just distributing the corned beef mix in there. Just spread it around evenly. Okay, I got sea salt. Adding the rest of my tomatoes on top. Sprinkling some spring onions on there. And mushrooms that we cut up. You can actually just add whatever you'd like into your lu. This is what I'm adding into it today. And it's going to be delicious. And then just lay the rest of our taro leaves on top. You can definitely pour some coconut milk on top. That will actually moisten your taro leaves. But because I ran out of coconut milk, I'm just going to leave it like this. And it's going to be perfect. Oops, I forgot my stems, my chopped up stems. So I'm opening this back up. Not a problem at all. So I'm chopping the stems of the taro leaf. Okay, spreading that around. And it actually gives it great texture. Like I mentioned earlier, it tastes a lot like green beans. It's really, really good. But it's up to you. It's optional to add your stems in there, okay? So let's go ahead and cover that back up. Just make sure the taro leaves is covering the whole corned beef all over. And at this point, you could add the coconut milk on top. But because I ran out, I'm not going to add it on. But just know that you can, okay? Right now, we're going to add our plastic wrap. If you don't have a plastic wrap, then just go ahead and put on the foil. but I'm going to add the plastic wrap, and then I'll add the foil on top of that to cover it. Just cover it with the foil. And this will be baked in a temperature is 375 for about an hour. Then we'll check it. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and make our pork chops. I added extra virgin olive oil to cook this in, and as you can see, I have the onions in there. And just cook the onions until it becomes translucent or a little soft. We're going to add a tablespoon of garlic. And right here, I'm going to go ahead and season my pork chops. So I have about 4 pork chops. We're going to add sea salt. I have pepper, black pepper. We have onion powder, minced onions. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna add our paprika. And our garlic powder. Then we're gonna stir our onions again. We're gonna have that ready for our pork chops. We're going to take our pork chops, season down, and set it on top of the onions. Then we're going to season the other side of the pork chop. That's sea salt, black pepper, onion powder, minced onions. This is paprika. And then to finish it off with garlic powder. We're going to sprinkle around some mushrooms. And this is the can of cream of mushrooms that I use. So just close up the pan and let that the pork chops cook with the vegetables in there. And at the same time, you can go ahead and open up your can of cream of mushroom. Okay. At this time, we'll go ahead and turn the pork chops over. Look at them pork chops. They're browned and they look delicious. They smell good too. Go ahead and cover it. And then a couple of minutes. Just kind of move them around a bit. And add our cream of mushrooms. There's our second can. And I'm going to add water into the can to distribute the same amount of cream of mushrooms. And there's my second can of water. And just kind of smooth that out. Close that, put that lid on there. Kind of mix it around a bit again as it boils. And now we'll add the bok choy, chopped up bok choy. Put the lid on it and we'll let that cook. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. As you can see, everything has thickened up. And it smells so amazing. Give that a good stir. And you want to make sure your pork chops is cooked very well. There you go, guys. That looks so delicious. I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me go ahead and plate this. That's so moist and tender. Add some gravy onto there with the bok choy. And I'm going to give it a little taste. First bite for you. So delicious. And you can add some accent or hinamoto, like Chinese salt. It gives it a real, enhances the flavor. But you don't want to add too much of that. Now I'm going to just plate this. As you can see, it's so beautiful and so delicious. Smothered with the gravy and cream of mushroom gravy and vegetables. I hope you guys enjoy this dish. It's very, very delicious, great for a meal, with a family, and you can also make more pork chops and make it for a party, you know, for a special event. It's just so delicious. Yeah, we have breadfruit, Fijian breadfruit, and taro. It's so delicious, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And there you go. We have pork chop with cream of mushroom and bok choy. It is just so tender and so moist and so delicious. The sauce is so delicious too, you guys. It's so light, yet so flavorful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you have a great day. Stay blessed, and I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Thanks, you guys, for all your support. I appreciate you guys taking the time to view my videos and to be here with me. Hope you have a great day. Stay blessed. And we'll see you on the next video. Ofalahiatu. Thanks for watching, you guys. Love y'all.